Yo, it's Samachin. I'm back with another reaction. And today we're going to be reacting to each TikToker gets 12 years in prison for TikTok challenge. Ah, things I think about this every time is literally maybe TikTok does need to die and get out of the US. Maybe it does need to just be banned because like holy shit, you just have so many stupid people. You have so many stupid people around across the internet, but like they always keep coming from TikTok because TikTok's so easy to go viral on. But hey, let's get into it. See what you're talking about.
TikToker got 12 years of prison for filming a challenge for social media. And I mean, we've covered these guys before who film themselves cutting through traffic doing 150 miles an hour on public roads, all for some social media attention. And sadly, this was the type of content this dude made before his arrest. So meet Noah Gil, and it's safe to say one of his social media challenges
Ugh.
ended terribly wrong.
A Wellington man will soon be headed to prison after his reckless driving turned deadly.
Noah Gil accepted a plea agreement today for causing a traffic crash that took the lives of 6 people in 2022.
This whole story is just so depressing and avoidable. It's not like the first time we've covered a case like this, so I guess you already know the type. While it's definitely not even close to as bad, Jack Doherty is probably the most recent to appear on this channel doing something at a similar level of stupidity, where he not only put his own life at risk, but everyone else on the road, because he decided that he was going to live stream, look at chat, and drive all at the same time. Thankfully, Jack wasn't driving 150 miles an hour though, because
I hate Jack Doherty. Bro, that dude's so annoying. Thank God he got banned even from Kick. Like, Kick of all places don't even ban people, but thank God he got banned from that platform. Now he streams on some new dumbass streaming platform that's coming up right now. Forgot what it's called. Starts with a Peterson, I think.
that's a clear difference between the two. But Jack realized what he was doing was stupid because right before it happened, he even predicted it.
Literally, guys, you can't see shit. I'm most likely going to crash this car. No, I'm kidding. Hopefully not.
And even prior to Jack, we've also covered the case of Squeeze Benz, whose entire online content revolves around speeding through the city streets, getting the police to chase them, and then trying to outrun the cops just for the thrill of it. And, of course, for social media attention. But even though these cases could have always been considered a street path to Darwinism, the behavior is extremely selfish by them, as they put random families that unfortunately have to share the road with them at risk. And sadly, the worst possible case scenario happened here. So here we have Noah, a 20-year-old former Instagram and TikTok influencer who got 12 years in prison after ending the lives of 6 people in Delray Beach. But in order to fully understand this story, we need to go back 3 years in time to where the real incident actually happened. Because this absolute disaster happened in January of 2022, where at the time, Noah was only 17, and this was the age he started to build a following on social media, specifically on Instagram and TikTok.
This is crazy 'cause, I don't know if this is like the same guy because there's like another famous TikTok case like this where a dude like was going so fast he killed uh, a child and the mom when she was rolling the stroller across the street. I don't know if it's the same story.
Here, he started getting traction for these quiz challenge contests, which doesn't sound too bad to begin with, but then you realize they're just straight up Darwinism. But the premise is kind of innocent, where, you know, his audience, they guess a question to his quiz, and if they answer correctly, he sends them $25 on Cash App. Now, if that was a normal quiz, there wouldn't really be too much to worry about. Just another teenager having fun on social media and interacting with his audience, until these quizzes were based on him flying down the road at an unknown speed. We don't have the footage to show the extent of menace this dude would be most of the time, but according to WESH2, one of the deputies who later worked on this case assured that one video posted to social media shows Gale driving 181 miles an hour on Interstate
What the
95
fuck?
past the Gateway Boulevard overpass. So you may be asking, what does this have to do with a quiz challenge? Well, as he was driving 150 plus miles an hour down the road, he would film himself and then have his audience guess how fast was he going. That's right. So you have a teenager barreling down a public highway at 150 miles an hour plus, one hand on the wheel, one hand on his phone, looking around, trying to get that good angle, and then asking his audience, "Hey, how fast do you think I'm going?" That is the dumbest thing I've heard of in a long time. Anyone with 2 brain cells would know that would end horribly, which it did. It's really hard to think of a more selfish and reckless social media stunt. And what's absolutely disgusting about this is this was not some one-time stupid decision. His entire content revolved around these kinds of challenges. And this sadly led to the end of 6 innocent lives just a few weeks after he started doing this.
Noah
6
Thomas
people.
Gall, who has turned 18 since the January 2020
I swear the downfall of this generation is just gonna be crazy. A lot of people in the other generation did a lot of stupid shit, but like, there's just a lot of stupid shit just for social media. It's just wild.
accident was behind the wheel of the BMW when the 6 women were killed leaving work, according to police.
So,
Damn.
again, on January 27, 2022, Noah was driving a BMW M5 down the road in Palm Beach County, recording himself posting pictures like he normally does. But if he ever challenged his audience to guess his speed, the person who would get $25 would be the one who replied 151 miles an hour. Yes, he was going 151 miles an hour on impact. And who did he hit? Well, he hit 6 farm workers who were heading home after a long shift. They were all inside of one SUV together, and they couldn't have seen it coming because the dude hit them at 150 miles an hour from behind.
Officers involved noticed a smell of alcohol coming from Noah, but investigators say they ran tests and nothing was found in his system. Data collected through the investigation from his car showed he was actually going 151 miles an hour. Investigators also discovered Instagram posts from his profile showing him driving at what they describe as extremely high rates of speed weeks before the crash happened. But today, at his first appearance, his defense team said those videos, however, never show his face, so there's no way to say for sure that it was him.
And as you would expect, this is a nightmare of a scene. 3 people were actually ejected out of the car. And all while, of course, the social media influencer Noah here, he walked away from that incident virtually unharmed. Sadly, the same could not be said for the 6 other victims. 5 of the victims passed away right on the scene, and the last one passed away at the hospital. Bro, this is one of those stories that just, and like, I've read this story like 20 plus times now, and it's still, it's so bad. It's hard not to be frustrated with people like this.
Man.
The BMW struck a gray Nissan Rogue. It was occupied by 6 people, as we mentioned. 5 of them were deceased on scene, and 1 later was pronounced dead at the hospital.
6 people are gone because a teenager couldn't help himself from recklessly engagement farming on social media. Are you serious? And at first, Noah Gil was facing 90 years in prison, but Noah's father is Craig Gale, a very prominent local attorney in Florida. But Craig was actually not a part of his son's defense team. The defense attorney claimed that their client had been on psychiatric medicine since he was about 12, suggesting that this might have contributed to the accident. But they never specified what he was actually being treated for. They also talked about Noah's efforts to fundraise for the victims' families and that several significant undiagnosed medical conditions should be taken into account when it comes to his judgment. They even read a statement in court saying that not a day goes by in which Noah doesn't think about his reckless actions, and that he wishes every day that he had passed in the accident and not the victims. And while that's likely true, the whole situation is just depressing because the victims, they should have been here right now, and nobody has any business doing this kind of dumb challenges for some basic social media attention. But instead of the 90 years he was originally facing after a plea agreement between both parties, he ended up getting 12 and a half years in prison. Obviously, that is...
Oh my God, there's no way the justice system let this nigga slip away and get 12 years. Come on, man. Like, bruh, U.S. justice system is such a goddamn joke. This just makes my head hurt because, like, bro, like, people getting on the road is just like damn near serious. You gotta take that shit serious every time you get on the road. You have to watch people. And if you can't watch people, it's just like always a risk even getting on there anyway. Oh, bro, to me, this nigga should just got life. Like there's just no go backs. You killed 6 people.
Still a hefty sentence, but low for ending the lives of 6 people. And then on top of that, just posting all these speed challenges continuously before the accident doesn't seem like much of the attitude of someone who was so concerned about human lives like that. The prosecutor of this case, Al Johnson, defended the plea deal, and he said it was fair and empathized that it had support from the victim's family members.
Why is this a fair resolution to this case?
We have a 17-year-old who is accepting responsibility. No amount of time will bring back the victims for their families.
Relatives of the victims did not attend today's court hearing, but Johnson says they agreed to the plea deal.
The victims all have written to us that they do not object to this. Some of them didn't even want him to go to jail at all. One wanted us to drop the case entirely.
But I mean, either way, at the end of the day, 6 families lost their loved ones. 6 women who were just trying to make it home from work never made it. 6 lives ended because someone thought social media clout was more important than basic human decency. And now, these families have to live with the knowledge of the person responsible will probably be out of prison before they turn 35. Was the social media attention really worth it for this $25 challenge? I hope not. This TikTok...
Bro. This is what, bro. This would be just pissing me off about social media. There's just like too many people that just do stupid ass shit, bro. That one dude that got that like injured 2 people and like killed them, bro. He got like at least a whole bunch of years in prison. This dude gets 12 years. Like, I don't know if the victims felt bad for him. They shouldn't have. Because I feel like they just took away like 6 people's lives just off of some dumbass TikTok challenge. Like, bro, I don't know. I would never get people, and I will never get people obsession with social media followers right now. I mean, I'm doing YouTube right now, but I have no like obsession. If I get there, I get there. Like, I just have fun making videos and reacting to videos, bruh. That's just what I'm doing right now. I always wanted to start a reaction channel. This has like been one of the things I wanted to do, so here I am. But hey, tell me what you guys think of that in the comments, and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what else you want me to react to. But with that, I'll be out.